Yo, what is good, everyone? Welcome to today's trade recap of the day today. Today is September 4th, 2025. I'm going to be going over how I made roughly $4,800 today trading today on NASDAQ. So, yeah, let's just get straight into this. Today was a very textbook day. So, let's just get into this just from open here. I'll first go over my daily bias and then get into why I took my trade. So set this back to 9:30 here. All right, so daily bias. I'm pretty sure if I go to my daily bias, I did say I was bullish coming into the morning, and reason why I was being bullish was just because overall in the higher time frame, I said this in yesterday's trade recap, or sorry, not yesterday, but the day before, is that on the higher time frame, we completed this higher time frame market maker sub model here, where basically we were just basically trading lower to these lows. This was, I believe, previous week low or just a weekly low. We took this low out and also this 4-hour gap here. So I didn't really expect price to really trade lower than this, just because these lows just look protected really. So yeah, you can definitely expect some rejection from here. And what are we doing from this level is we're getting that obvious displacement. So getting my bias is relatively simple. I'm just from here looking at what we're doing on the higher time frame. We are, well, let me remove my drawings really quick. Okay, so if you can see on the higher time frame, this just looks like a super obvious buy model now, where we took out all those lows and now we're just going to go back to the highs. Where is this? Hold up. Here it is. So we sweep out that low and and basically we get this super clear buy model here. Super clear buy model, like we're trading higher, taking out liquidity, and then what are we doing? We're just continuing to respect bullish, pull back to the 4-hour, displace higher, pull back to this 4-hour, what are we doing? Displace higher, inverse the 4 hours. So really, what can you expect from this day is for us to trade back up to this internal high here. From this internal high, it's pretty obvious that this is like the end of the buy model. So from here, I actually was willing to take shorts to like London lows and Asia lows, but I'll get into that in just a second. But overall, the bias was bullish coming into the morning to this 4-hour high, 4-hour internal high. So yeah, so let's get into open here. So pretty sure at open, so yeah, basically I had two scenarios in my mind. One was we either trade higher and then we can get a sweep of this 4-hour internal high and take some sort of short to these lows here. London lows did seem unprotected to me, and we would be able to trade back to this just because this didn't really like trade into anything significant. It didn't like sweep out liquidity really. If anything, we just displaced through these lows, even like inverse this hourly gap. So I did expect London lows to get traded back to. So I was willing to take shorts if we did open higher and get that low close. But the scenario that I honestly preferred, because I'm going with my bias here, is that we open lower, we take out these London lows and these Asia lows, and then we just get that move higher here. So yeah, basically coming into open, here's what we did. We just basically ripped higher. We did actually take out all of these highs here, this like high of like the day, but I'm pretty sure there was a short here that actually did present itself. It was like a 3-minute. Yeah, so it's 3-minute here, 3-minute inversion for value up short. Didn't take this just because I did want to see this high get taken if I was going to take shorts. If we're not going to take this, I'm just going to keep on being bullish. and I'll just use this as like a stronger drawn liquidity since now we have relatively equal highs. So at this point in time, I was just patiently waiting, and we just completely chop here for like the rest of the hour until news came out. And then news comes out and we leave these data highs here, and as we're coming lower now, we're starting to leave all of this liquidity above us. So we have the 4-hour internal high, which was like the initial target of the day, and we have relatively equal highs with that high. We have equal highs here, data highs, basically just great targets for a long. And basically from this point, I'm looking for 10 a.m. to open lower, sweep out all of this here, these London lows, these Asia lows, and then from here, that's when I can get like my inversion long. So that's exactly what I waited for. I'm pretty sure there was a setup actually here. So we take out both of these, and we do get these 1 minute inversions here. Pretty sure, if I'm correct. Yeah, so we do inverse this 1 minute, but with my strategy, I basically rely on trading the highest time frame inversion in the leg here. So if we look at this leg here to the left, yes, we inverse all of the 1 minutes, but if we go on the higher time frame, there's a 2 minute, there's this 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute. So for me to be able to take a trade from here, I need to see this 5 minute get inversed so I can take a long. It would look something like this here, where inversion, say it happens like around there, stop loss like around there, and then target all of this up here. But we never got that, so it could not enter. At this point in time, I did see that ES here was lagging behind. And so these are London lows on ES here. But yeah, London lows are here. And then Asia lows on ES are here. So at this point, I was still considering longs here. I was just waiting for this 5 minutes to get inversed. But what we end up actually doing is that we just end up trading lower. I'm not providing that inversion. And I'm still okay with looking for longs from here. I was looking at this new leg that we created, and I still considered a long here valid just because this is just simply a resweep, making this like low here extra protected, not having to trade back to this low. And at the same time, ES here takes out London lows. So ES has a very strong reason to react now, and NQ as well, just because we took out everything on NQ. So from this point, I was looking for any type of inversion long here, and the highest time frame in this leg here was this 2 minute. So if we go on the 2 minute time frame, there's this fair value gap right here, waiting for this to get inversed. This inverses on this candle, so I entered there, and this was also really good because we did have an SMT with Asia lows. So NQ took out Asia lows, ES did not. So this was a really, really A plus setup here. Yeah, this was just beautiful. It's like bread and butter. So stop loss was at this low right here, and we did run for all of this. I did just TP at data highs just because this price action, just feel like this wasn't like the best, just because if we look at where Asia lows and, Asia is trading, London is, we're just kind of like in this range. So I didn't, honestly, just was okay with TPing at like around a 1-to-1. Definitely could have held the runner. But honestly, I just wanted to have my profits for the day and just call it. Usually I just like to TP around a 1-to-1 or 1-to-2, like around there, just because that's how I maintain such a high win rate with my strategy. But yeah, took this inversion, break even at this 5 minute internal high, Why here? Because if we end up reversing off of this level and come back to my break-even point, I'm just going to consider my trade invalid, and that will just trade lower. So yeah, we end up taking this, displaced through that high, stop loss were at break even, and yeah, basically TP smacked in like literally like 5 minutes here. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 minutes. Hit TP, made around 4.8K. Yeah, A plus setup here. I think this did play out to like all of this, but I'm pretty sure. So there's data highs. I honestly could have held a runner, if I'm being completely honest. ES, because there were these equal highs that I could have probably left it to. But ES was basically at this, so who knows. I just didn't really want to risk it just because we do tend to reversal off of data highs, and as you can see, we got the exact reaction. I didn't want to risk getting break even off of this, so I just took my TP for the day, called it. So yeah, took that, and then we did come higher here. I'm pretty sure if I were to have like played this fully, how I would have played this was just TP once ES takes this high up here, just because I'm not gonna risk any like SMT bullshit or whatever. So yeah, ES takes here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so right there. So yeah, basically like TP like around here is a real TP, not barely anything different from this. But yeah, I really like how I played today. Just stayed patient. Didn't take this short here just because don't want relatively equal highs on my stop loss, and plus I was bullish overall to this high, so like it doesn't make sense for me to take a short against this. Did play out though, but just rather wait for my A plus setup here. So yeah, took this on around 6 accounts. I'm gonna be buying more allocation with alpha futures, so let's see how that goes. But yeah, on the 5 top step and 1 FFU. So beautiful trading day. Hopefully you'll learn something. If you'll have questions, y'all can find me on the Discord. Y'all can DM me on TikTok for that at M4Gilly. If y'all like what y'all are seeing, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. But yeah, hope to see y'all tomorrow. Maybe let's see how tomorrow plays out. We are 2-0 on the week so far, up around 8K on the week. Or 7, I don't know. 7 or 8. But yeah, see how we perform tomorrow. Let's see if we take anything. But yeah, that's about it. And well, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next one.